In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. That's some good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Nix to the air. That one complete to again. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bombers. Captain. Olay.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Broncos at 9-6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, 29 yards. And the Broncos are back within a couple of the lead. And now the Broncos are going to line up and elect to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Captain.
They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll get him at 8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Eight the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
In motion left is Mitchell. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
You got lucky for I ain't man him up. For whatever reason, his icon was square instead of triangle. You lucky bitch. It's all good. He ain't getting that shit.
Quickly here as they are in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 15. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready? Captain.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. Able to get away. Nix going to keep this himself. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Bombers.
Nix from the shotgun. That's complete right around the 8. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
The first carry out for Tony Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Trying to run for it. Here's Hardy. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Back to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. But last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Allen. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The call here, they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
In motion left is Mitchell. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Tucker Kraft, 68 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And that will keep the lead at 8. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You will. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's Fields. It's caught. Smith. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
222. Hey,
Fields now to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Braylon Allen, 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Captain. Bombers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Nix to the air. That's taken. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
331. Extend. Hey, can.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Fields. Caught by Allen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 14.
Here we go.
First down,
Chip Smith.
Jets.
319.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
319, just what?
Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a for the Jets. First down. A gain of 21 yards.
Here we go, son.
And the Jets, first down.
551. Delta. Right.
Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
4 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and
Now it's Nix. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now this thrown deep to Kraft. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Hold on, son. Kill. Hey. Show. Captain. Bombers.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run with Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go, son. Green.
In motion comes the tight end left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
Back to throw. Fields. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. Third and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The kick by Carlson is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Nick's going to keep this himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw is Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's second and 10. Nix to throw again. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
That's good. Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Fighting, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jets' 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. 319 after that. Go.
Here's Fields. Now he'll take this and run. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Again, it's Harvey. And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shakes off the sack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Nix from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Will McDonald able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but execute.